Okay, we're at the Bangor City Forest Trail System, and we're just leaving the parking lot, which is circled down at the bottom of the screen. We're going to be riding the East-West Loop Trail. That is the light blue trail on the map, which goes around the outermost perimeter of the park. It's about a 4-mile loop. Now, I'm not going to be able to fit this entire ride into one video. It's just too long. So I'm going to break this up into, I think, 3 videos, 3 different parts. Mainly because there's an extra trail included at the end of this. So keep an eye out for 3 separate videos, and I'm going to link the links for each one of them in each one of the videos. But first, we're going to make a real quick stop just a couple of minutes down the trail at what is probably the most popular feature of the city forest. It's called the City Bog Walk, or the Orono Bog. We're not going to walk it today because we don't have time, but I'll stop and I'll show you the entrance to it, and I'll include some photos that I took on an earlier visit to the Bog Walk. Alright, enough of this, let's get riding. Ooh, rocks. Cold and windy. Gonna be a long ride around in this temperature. This is the entrance to the Orono Bog Walk. It is a 1-mile loop of a raised wooden walkway that extends through a wet wooded bog and then opens up into a very large open meadow-like peat bog habitat. Say that 10 times fast. Thought I was hearing Tagalog, I wasn't sure.
Oh yeah, Tagalog.
Yeah, I recognized it. Yeah, I spent like 4.5 years in the Philippines. That's how I knew what they were speaking. Yeah, the tree wasn't bad. It hit right in the eye. Yeah. Quite a few people out today. There's another. Sorry. Thought there'd be more leaves hiding these rocks and roots, but so far I can pick them up pretty good. You get a hardtail pike, gotta pick your lines carefully. The further out here you go, the less other people you come across. They don't tend to walk their dogs out this far on this trail. They tend to cut out into the main trail after a while. We might see one or two. Just not as many as back there. Whoop. Lost a foam block. But I brought a second one. Yeah. I'll lose two. Then we don't have another one, so I have to keep checking it. Ooh, that one's getting ready to go. Let's try something different. Something a little different. Let's try it like this. See if it stays a little longer. It's cold out because my nose is runny. Cut that wide because I was looking down to see if the foam block was still there.
Oop, a lot of downfall. Starting to get a little winded, so we'll slow it down for a minute. Whew. There we go, halfway point. This is the halfway point. We're at the Bangor City Forest on the east-west loop trail. There's an inner loop, which is a wider road. This one right here is a wider dirt road, and it does an inner loop through the Bangor City Forest. This is the east-west loop, which runs parallel to it, but just on the outside, so it's just a little bit further around. It's a single track trail. This is the dirt road. Down here is where the city forest ends. And if you go right down here, just around this corner is where the VZ railroad bed is. And that will take you all the way out to Old Town. Have to cross a couple roads, but it'll take you out there. Actually, right down there, you can barely see where the trail cuts across. That's the rail bed.